Good evening. Breaking news, and we can now confirm that billionaire and CEO of SpaceX, Elon Musk, has died. We go live to our US correspondent, Andrew Montgomery in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Catherine. I'm here at the Hyperloop station here in Los Angeles, where authorities are working with Hyperloop technicians to override the emergency shutdown protocols administered by Elon Musk before his tragic suicide earlier this morning. Right now, there are around 11,000 passengers trapped in underground shuttles between here and San Francisco, and due to the fact that life support systems inside the shuttles require power, it is estimated that the oxygen supply will be depleted within the next 15 minutes.
Thank you for that update, Andrew. Can you just tell us, is there a way for the passengers to escape?
The shuttles are sealed inside vacuum tunnels, so there are no emergency exits. And without power, these passengers are waiting without communication in complete darkness, aside from lights from their portable devices which cannot communicate with the outside world, because the communication antennas underground require power as well.
Andrew, is there no way to let these people know of what's happening?
Catherine, unfortunately, no. These passengers are completely in the dark and have no option but to wait for Hyperloop technicians to reverse the emergency shutdown protocols that were activated by Musk at 1:46 a.m. Pacific Standard Time before he committed suicide shortly afterwards. At this stage, it looks unlikely they will succeed.
From what I understand, Elon Musk has been linked to other terrorist activities as well.
That's right, Catherine. In addition to the Hyperloop shutdown, Musk is also believed to be responsible for the explosions that destroyed his Tesla Gigafactory in Story County, Nevada, and for remotely disconnecting his Dragon capsules from the International Space Station in an attempt to strand astronauts just over an hour ago.
Well, indeed, that's quite distressing news, isn't it?
As if that's not enough, Catherine, further detonators have been discovered at his SpaceX rocket development and test facility at McGregor, Texas, where bomb squads are working as we speak to find and disarm any potential threats. In addition, there have been rumors that test subjects at Musk's Neuralink medical test facility in Austin, Texas, are suffering, bleeding out their eyes and ears, begging medical staff to get her out of my head, get her out of my head, and jumping out of windows to rid themselves of some kind of forced mental imagery.
Thank you, Andrew. So what do we know about the circumstances surrounding Elon Musk's death?
Catherine, at 2:05 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this morning, Elon Musk published his final message on Twitter, which he has already been retweeted 3.7 million times. It reads, "I was passionate about saving the world, to bring an end to climate change, to end world hunger, to carry us all to the stars. But that shallow bitch f***ed it all up. Now you all get nothing. Everything." It's assumed he was referring to his wife, Claire Boucher, who filed for divorce yesterday. His naked body was discovered crushed inside an experimental rocket-powered Tesla at the base of Mount Hollywood that he appears to have launched from the plateau of Griffith Observatory at 2:07 Pacific Standard Time this morning. Catherine?
Well, that's quite distressing news, Andrew, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for any updates from your end. Claire Boucher, who goes by the stage name of Grimes, is a Canadian singer who married Musk in mid-2022. Boucher is among the more than 400 women to file for divorce from their US billionaire husbands this week after President Joe Biden repealed all alimony laws in the United States last Friday. As President Biden stated, and I quote, "In these modern times, women are equal to men, and to think of them as mere housewives incapable of making their own living is gender discrimination. In alignment with the anti-chivalry movement, we are undertaking to bring equality up to the level that women have been demanding for decades. Alimony is therefore repealed, as women are more than capable of taking care of themselves," unquote. The anti-chivalry and gender identity movements have seen radical changes in Western countries over the past few years. Most female sporting records have been smashed by trans athletes, and many husbands facing prison for murdering their wives have been acquitted. They cited self-defense against their lesbian partners after the husbands claimed that they identified as female. And while we're on the topic, there were more than 3,000 passengers on the Princess Talia cruise ship that sunk off the coast of Morocco last Tuesday. Of those passengers, more than 900 survived, all of whom were men. And in a statement, one of the survivors had this to say, and I quote, "There were not enough life rafts for everyone. If the world was still politically incorrect, I would have felt compelled to give up my seat. Thank God we have equality now, and women have got everything that they fought for." I'm Catherine Goodman with CBC News. Stay with us as we keep you updated with this breaking news as it unfolds.